Hello, my name is Dominic Underhallhouse and welcome to another episode of Moonbreaker. In this episode, we're going to be trying something a little bit different, a little bit memey almost, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to go for the tankiest list we could find, and what we've built is a list called Armour Up. So what we've put in Armour Up is every single unit that has armour. So we've got Shrapnel, Beatris, Chuck & Co, Aegys Sentinel, all of the armour that we've got in the game at the moment, and we're trying to make it as hard as possible to kill us. We just want to make it difficult for the opponent. We might not win many games, but we're going to make them fight to take us out. So who knows, maybe this will be a one-game video if it goes as long as it could do. So in order to sort of fulfill that goal and keep that ahead, you keep that sort of intention going, we've picked Extilior as our captain, because Extilior has the Shield of Hope, so that's what we're going to be using to buff it up even further and make it even more defensive. And then we've taken no offensive units whatsoever. None of the units we've picked have been picked on their offensive capabilities. Everything has just been based on defense. So obviously Stitchy McPatchy to heal us all up, and that sort of cleans out this side of things. Torian Guardian is just one of the best defensive units going, so Torian Guardian and Beatris, for example, is one of my favourite combos, so that's going to be fun as well. Savria Safeguard, so we can just... Someone's trying to fight through armour, and then they still have to reduce the damage to 0 if they break through the armour. Means if they've got, say, 1-2 damage unit, and then a couple of 1 damage units, they're never getting through. We can do that every turn on whichever unit we want. Tona, Mystic, Manteo. So this one's the sort of most dubious in this list, maybe. There's another sketchy one as well. And Tona's in here again just to keep up the defense on Extilior. It's just because it's a defensive unit. I couldn't really think of anything else that was quite as defensive as Tona, so this could really give us some late game power. Aegis Defense Dome. So this basically gives everyone an extra armor. We're double armored up, so we can go even more defensive. If we put this over on a Shrapnel, and then we have something like Savria Safeguard, it's going to be so hard to actually deal with Shrapnel, and Shrapnel can just stand there and hit people. And then lastly, we've got Necahual. So the reason we've gone for Necahual is because eventually things are going to start taking damage and chipping down, and the thing to bear in mind is that we're going to take damage so slowly that then if we can just evacuate a unit, bring it back again, fully healed, that's going to be so tough for our opponents to get through multiple turns in a row of just ever healing, ever armoured up. It's going to be difficult. So we need to choose our animation. We've got the Spiral, or we've got the Lightning Crash. I think the Spiral is what we're going to go for today. We're still nearly getting, well, I say nearly, we're not quite nearly there, but Moonfall is going to be our target for a while. We'll go for the Spiral. So, we're ready to armour up. Let's get into the game and see what we can do. We don't really have a strategy, I'll be honest. We've got an idea of how the game's going to work and what we're trying to do, but in terms of actual strategy, that's a little bit lacking. We've kind of just got models. We're just going to sit them there. Still going to play defensively, still going to try and position well. Ooh, a painted Servitor Astra skin. We haven't used our Sholek one here, so that's good. Oh, this is an expensive start. Okay. I mean, we absolutely need Cinder Infusion here. There's nothing we can do other than that. And in Charged Nano Shield makes it even tougher for them to kill us. So, or Escape Hatch, actually. I think this is just double defensive. We're going all defensive. Why not? So we're going to struggle here, but first I want to have a quick look at their Astra. Nice. I feel like this body could do just a little bit of like dry brushing and things like that, and maybe some like just little details here and there, but I actually really like that. I think that looks really cool. Plus, if you're from Leeds flag colours. We're not trying to rush anything. We're just trying to hide behind here and pass the turn, because we need to build up to 5 million mana, or Cinder. Okay, so Astra's coming towards us, boost morale. I feel like this is going to be one of those games that just gets out of hand very quickly. I almost feel like, because we've got 6 next turn, so we can actually Shield of Hope ourselves if we need to. Do you know what? I don't think we're playing anything for that next turn anyway, so I think we just want to save it. We're going to start running away. just gonna run. Like Astra's going to run straight towards us, play something down, shoot us. Probably like a Tower Arsenal. Yeah, so we could have prevented one there, but this gives us more for the future. This is Drum Dancer Slowly. Okay. This makes me think a Tipu's heading our way very soon. So we've actually got a load of Cinder here. We've got 9. So we can actually just play 2 big things. So I think we actually are just going to run over here and just play 2 big things. Shrapnel is going to go... In fact, we're going to play Shrapnel here as well. Because again, Shrapnel makes it difficult for them. Oh no, it's not 9. It was 7 next turn. Ah, that's a mistake. It's still probably what we should have done. So let's restore that 1 health. And let's Shield of Hope Shrapnel. It does last, and we can save 3 Cinder for next turn. Then we have 7. And then we've got, yeah, Sentinel or Tona, and then just a couple of spare Cinder for things over here to do. And we've got the invulnerability next turn, which is quite good on Shrapnel, because it just means we can stick Shrapnel at the front of things. The issue with Shrapnel is the range, but I think we're actually okay here. Yeah, so this is probably where we start just running towards them. We want them to play... Ooh, here's good. So that's where they play their Tipu. Okay, Torian Guardian, that makes more sense. So, what's the furthest? And what's Tipu's range? I think we're going to be close to being out of range of Tipu if we're lucky. So let's just go with the max range attack here. Ooh, we got the crit. Okay, so that's not bad. Oh! I guess they just weren't feeling playing that. Okay. I mean, we got to win. I'm not sure that was a really a valid win. Maybe this is someone who just thought, you know what, this looks like it's going to be a longer game than I thought, so I'll just concede for the extra experience on the season track. It does happen sometimes. I actually think we weren't in that bad of a spot because we could have played, so roughly if you imagine where the board was, sort of just to the right of the crate, so just sort of in this sort of position, we could have played our flechette launcher, Sentinel. I always forget what the Sentinel's called. I just call it flechette launcher because there's a model in my 40k army that has a flechette launcher. But yeah, if we can play that in that location, it means either they're running around the back and going straight into Extilior in melee range, or they're running around the front and taking AoE from us. So I think that was pretty good. That crit from Shrapnel was pretty big because it just meant that there was no way that they could have kept Tipu alive next turn and be aggressive with him. So that felt pretty good. Okay, so this is another map that I kind of like, a bit more terrain. With the same Astra. Hey, friend. So if we see the same thing happen, we kind of know what's going on. We've got Stitchy. Okay, we're going second again. Here I think... Ooh, these are good ones. I mean, Stimburst's pretty good, but Corrosive and Cinder Infusion, we're going defensive. This is it. We could go for Medical Recall, but we're playing it safe again. This game we might just get kited out the entire time. JR Hawkins 86, level 88. If they're level 88 and don't have metallic paint on here, either they're not as fussed about the painting, actually, or that season track is so slow. Okay, so they're going to be off to a good start here. We've got a really slow start. What's that? Turn 1 Rickety. So I think here we just move up. We've got 3 next turn, but that doesn't actually change any mass, but we do still want to go 2 into 4, so we're not going to spend our Cinder here. We're going to rely on Rickety Backfire killing himself, basically. That's going to be our big goal here. We want Rickety to move into here. Sure, we can take 6, but we want them to take 3 as well. Yeah, I mean, this is a bold choice. They could have a defensive thing here. Yeah, but if they... Here we go. This is fine, because... What are they playing? Oh, is this a Vortex? Oh, that's brutal. Okay, so now we're in trouble. This is an absolute right time to play Stitchy. Or we could actually just get into range and spin. I think getting into range and spinning isn't too bad because we've got Cinder Infusion, so we can just save Stitchy for another turn. Yeah, we're just out of that, but let's... Because there's nothing we can do here and still do it without taking another 3, possibly 6, so let's just spin. And because we've got 4 next turn now, we could go for 5, but I think we're actually better off just Shield of Hoping ourselves. Yeah, basically give us that effective HP. Because the way Shield of Hope works is it reduces next damage by 1, but it stacks, so it's essentially just extra life. If they go for an angle on us, that's a bit of a risk, but again, they're out of range, so... So if they... Ooh, Broken Vengeance, okay. So again, we're a little out of range. Oh no, of course we've got 5 this turn. Oh no, yeah, we knew that. We worked that out. So I think we just, again, pop back down here. We are going to Cinder Infusion straight away. I'll be honest, I kind of feel like placing Aegys Sentinel down over here, maybe? And just setting up shop a little. I think this makes them react. So next turn we'd have 7, so this would be down to... So it would be 5, so we play Stitchy and activate. I think we would just play this here. I think maybe we shouldn't have played Sword of Justice on ourselves. Yeah, so they can Vortex here. So this is fine with them Vortexing, because essentially what we want to do is we want to... That's not even good positioning for them. We want to just set up a little fortress over here. That's fine. And then I imagine Astra just pokes and runs away. I'd have probably done... Yeah, 0 damage. But this gives us the ability to basically try and play a bit of a positioning game, even though they've got Vortex. Ooh, what are they playing here? Okay. Ah, we've actually... Okay, we did Vortex bad. We placed it out of position here. This is just not great. Because we just hit them back, and then next turn it dies. We are a little bit in trouble here. So we do have 4, so we can play Stitchy and still spin. The question is, can this hit anything? I don't think the answer is going to be yes, it's only here. Oh, we can't actually move in any direction here. That's pretty bad. So we actually have to hit our own Sentinel as well. Awkward. I mean, what other options have we got? I think it is just this. I think we just have to take the hit. Sword of Justice and damage ourselves, which I don't like. I only took 1 because it's got the shield and then that as well, which is nice. We're going to play out Stitchy McPatchy, who's going to come just down here. And then Extilior is going to move up this way. So again, we're hard to kill, but in fact that was a mistake, because we want them to come into range of this. So we needed to move back this way, essentially. So they've got Vortex next turn. So this is 4 damage onto us. Unless they... got a crit. I think we're in a lot of trouble here. I don't know if we've got enough ways of staying alive. We've got 5 sin next turn, so essentially we can give us 3 bonus life here. But I think we're going to be in trouble in general. What's this? Is this... Oh, it's Bytol. Oh, so they could have had an extra damage in there. If this hits as well, that's not good for... Oh, dear. This positioning, I think, is what's killed us here, because we can't go back around this way. I don't think we're in a good spot anyway, but this is some awful positioning. Okay, I mean, realistically, all we can do is just heal and block. Shield of Hope ourselves. We've got nothing to even play in the bridge. This is a pretty solid loss here. Okay, so let's just witness our death and then try again. So there is sort of an argument to be made, which is something I use in other games all the time, is that it's much harder for people to kill you if they're dead. So in theory, while we're trying to make the tankiest units, it may just be better to kill them and then they can't kill us. However, if that had missed, we weren't in that bad of a spot. I mean, we can do a lot of damage here. If they are vortexing back, of course. Yeah, them having vortex, they've used it really well this game. So I can't argue that. Okay, yeah, what have we got here? Like, we can get some damage in here, but it's not going to be enough. Oh, the fact that that hit as well is brutal. I mean, I guess we just run in and do stuff. I think we're pretty dead, unless we can kill Broken Vengeance. So we can technically do... I mean, we can kill Broken Vengeance, actually. If we can get in range of Bytol as well. That's annoying. Oh, no, it's the wrong ability. I thought we had the next ability. Okay. So, what can this hit? Just that. So we're going to have to move backward. But there's nothing to protect us here at all. Let's just gain our Cinder. So, I actually feel like it might almost be worth just punching Astra and trying to get something done. And then playing a couple of defensive units around us just to make it harder for them to physically get an attack in on us, and then shield of Hope cells again. And just, yeah, Astra can obviously hit us and fly away, that's fine. We're just trying to reduce the accuracy of these units here. I think if anything, Switchback is going to absolutely annihilate us. Like, I don't see any other option here. I'm 95% sure we're dead this turn. This probably does it as well, actually. Takes them up to only needing, what, so we've got 2 shields, so they need 8 damage. If they still have Taria. Who's that? That's my Savria. I thought they had Taria, but maybe that's gone already. Yeah, so, oh, it's, yeah, and we got the miss, of course. And here we go, we're dead. I'm okay with that. That seems pretty reasonable. Also, full melee versus Astra with Vortex is not likely going to be a game that we win here. Let's see, does Torian level up? Not quite. We're nearly at that. Nearly at the portrait. This game kind of just makes me think how bad this list is, but my god, do I want to do it. We've got... Oh, we have got a ranged character. Who was it? Oh, Shrapnel. That was it, Shrapnel. I just saw the ranged icon. I was trying to remember who it was. So yeah, we've got one ranged character. Everyone else is melee, apart from our flechette launcher, the Sentinel. It's the same Astra again. Oh dear. We are going to lose so hard. At least we know what they're playing. They're playing really good models. That's what they're playing. We've got such a bad start again. I think we need Stimburst. Let's go Stimburst. We need to be aggressive if this is ever going to work. At least they're going first this time. I don't know if that even helps or is bad, but his hand. Like, maybe if I'd looked at this, I should have considered going escape hatch, but... Oh, they've got Plink. Okay. Yeah, we're just going to be playing the aggressive game here. I say the aggressive game, we don't even have a play next turn. And if they have boost morale and another play, we're probably dead. At least if they play something in range, we can go for it. They haven't played anything yet, so that is probably, I would say, even more scary. We, of course, get another 5-drop. So we're going to go just here. We can still see 3 Cinder for next turn. I don't even know what we play. Okay, them going this way is not bad. The Plink. And now, what's their big play? Because there's almost no chance that they can't play anything here. Something's got to be playable. Oh, they could play free Tipu and hit. Oh dear. So we get a hit back, puts them to 6. We can get them to 3. And then play Torian Guardian. I guess that's our play. So we spin first. Yeah. We play our Torian Guardian. Probably just here to block Tipu a little bit. It's hard to judge how well you can trap something. Maybe if we go here and move Extilior to like here, you've got 10% chance of killing it. 1 in 10. Of course we didn't get, but they didn't hit us, so that's better. And did we? Yeah, we did block in Tipu. So as far as starts go, this is as good as it could be. Of course they got recall, and then with Astra they can just play it back again. Oh dear. I mean, Stimburst's going to help here, but at least they've basically got a free Tipu that they can then play again. Yeah, Plink. Okay, so they've played Tipu miles away as well, which is also frustrating because it means we can't get to it this turn. So have they got Quetzali or something? Broken Vengeance. Okay, so they're going to try and go for maybe a crit kill on Torian Guardian, or they just... Yeah. At least we got a hit back. Astra could try and... Oh no, because Astra's already moved, hasn't she? Again, we're not in a good spot here, but... I mean, Necahual works, it's just probably not working this turn. So this has to be the play. We've got the shield. So we've got 4 Cinder. I really wanted to be able to play Defense Dome soon. but it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to. So I think we just run and hide. And then try and play Savria Safeguard back here as well. Again, just making it difficult for them to get line of sight on us. So JR Hawkins 86 is our nemesis this round, but clearly playing a far better list than us and is a good player as well. So I can't say we're particularly likely to lose it. Oh, of course. Oh no, the shield, yes. See, this is where the new Plink doesn't work as well, because new Plink won't do that anymore. Yeah, that's fine. So the fact that we've got Stim Burst next turn is actually really good here, because it means we can potentially kill Broken Vengeance. They're going to go for the Torian hit, which is going to be what percentage? 18. Okay, so they didn't go for that, they just went for Savria, which makes sense. And Tipu... Okay, so Tipu's coming in, so we could actually have a really good turn here. Oh, we can't quite get in range of Tipu. Savria can, but that's not going to kill Tipu. So I actually think here we're probably on the Aegis Sentinel plan, but if we did this, would we be able to get over there? So we can get 3, we can actually kill Tipu, but it uses our Cinder up. And I kind of think we need the Cinder, but then on the other side of things, we just need to live. And I guess shield barrier ourselves. So we're going to save 1 Cinder for next turn. So Sword of Justice here. Savria will come in and just go for a poke. Torian Guardian could come in here and just try and hit Broken Vengeance and just take the risk that side. Honestly, because I think we're going to die either way and there's a very high chance that we do, I think we actually just do it. Although we should have gone this side to defend. Yeah, I mean, we knew that was a likelihood. Basically, because we only had 2 options there, if they'd have plinked and then Astrid, we just lose a life anyway. But I should definitely have put it here so there was a... If it did live, there was a chance of protecting Savria as well. So, Broken Vengeance, this Baitol's doing really good work for them. Which, I'll admit, it does surprise me. Yeah, they've got something else to do here, they must do. Because otherwise they're just giving up Broken Vengeance and we can play our Sentinel down. It's the reason we're playing Sentinel is it's the only one that does damage. We've got 3 units in our bridge and 0 attack. Let's see what we get here. Chuck and Co, sure. So I mean, we hide out here, we just kill Broken Vengeance. And then, honestly, it's got to be Aegis Sentinel. And I think it probably goes... Maybe here. Here seems good. They've got... Oh, hang on, did they... Oh no, they played Tipu. Tipu's gone. So we've got Stim Burst next turn, which can again keep Extilior alive a bit. I think we're probably just going to be going for Baitol next turn. Oh, is that in range as well? So whatever this... Okay, this is terrifying. If that can go behind us as well, yeah. So we're going to be running up this way to defend, but this is brutal in itself. Yeah, this person knows what they're doing. They're making all of the... Yeah, and we missed. They're making all the plays in exactly the right order. This maybe wasn't as good positioning as I thought. I thought we could move the game up here, but obviously them moving this way is pretty brutal. What we can do... Do you know what? Amplify Baitol ruins our defense dome as well. Rickety Backfire. So basically we have to kill Rickety Backfire, which means we have to find another way of living. So it probably has to be Defense Dome. What can this hit? Just the 1 unit. So we have to kill Rickety. Which is an absolute must. There's no other way. In fact, there may have been a way we could have got further, but I don't necessarily think so. So to prevent 4 damage, we need to fully just block off Torian Guardian from able to get to us. I think this is our best bet. And Shield of Hope ourselves. Yeah, so there we go. That was the right positioning. They've still got 1, 2, 3 damage that can come through. but they can also play anything and give it haste. So they can just reinforce, play something, haste it. They could even just medical recall Torian Guardian and probably just win the game here. I think this player's got the sort of the maths down as well. Who was that? Tower Arsenal. Okay. So they got to go for the accuracy play. It's only 8% chance. Oh, crit for 4. That went the opposite way than we hoped. Well, I can safely say that I haven't got to really experience this list in its full glory as much as I wanted to, but also that it is definitely not a counter to J.R. Hawkins. J.R. Hawkins has they've got that down. So we had fun with it. It was terrible. It didn't even feel as tanky as I hoped. I think if we were trying to make this competitive, we'd need something in there to have a bit more early presence other than just Stitchy McPatchy and Beatris Enforcer. We don't have anything that trades early. So if I was to try and make this, an actual list that could compete, I'd probably put in things like Maximus. I'd put in, it's just the same things you put in every list. Maximus, for me, Blindsider Esley, and maybe a decent 3-drop of some sort. So I'm trying to think off the top of my head which units I'd put in for 3 costs. So let's have a look. In fact, I always think 3 costs are kind of underwhelming. I mean, Snarling would do well in this, actually. Ictal Pyro would do well just to give us that anti-aggro start. So yeah, I think those would be the picks I went for it. But all in all, I had a lot of fun. I want to thank you all for watching. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. At the time of recording this, I'm so close to hitting 50 subscribers, which is actually loads more than I ever thought I got. So I'm really excited about that. And then yeah, please just let me know what you think. I'd love to hear from you. And other than that, have a good day.